Hi, let's see today how we can create paper plans inside TBC but using our own title blocks that we can import from DWG, and so we can use them and adjust them for future use on many different projects. So what we have to understand first is how TBC works. TBC works with plan sets. Below plan sets we have sheet sets, and below sheet sets we have sheets themselves. So we have to understand this structure in order to be able to create our own template sheets, our own template sheets. So we will use them for different projects. So I'm change first to TBC. So we have an empty project where we can import our DWG to, and we check in our CAD software. So I use RS Commander, for example, but you can use whatever you use. And we have a title block here with a plot frame with some attributes, etc. So this is a A3. So we can close this and move to TBC. So the first step would be to just drag and drop the DWG. So we can pick this one. We drag and drop it. Let's say no. So we have the title block in the 2D view. You see that this is a block. We go to properties. We see this is a block. Some texts are not properly placed until we explode it. So if we explode this and say explode, so after exploding you can get this result, or otherwise you can just edit this and change whatever you want, etc. So we have now some individual elements, and this is, as I said, the 2D view. So therefore if we measure this, so we see that it's 481, or we can simply create linear dimension. So from there to there, so we see that we have 402, and from there to there we have around 265. Okay, so we close it. So the next step is to create our plan set. So we go to drafting, plan set. We create a new one. We say new plan set. Once we have done this, so we see here plan sets, and this is our new plan set. And we have below that we have to create a sheet set. So we can say below this, the new sheet set name is new sheet set, and as type we pick custom, and we say landscape, and the paper size will be A3. Okay, so then here we have a new sheet set, and below this we will create a new sheet, which will be the template for our template sheet for all the projects that where we want to use this sheet. So below this we go to custom sheet. It will be created here below new sheet set, and we say, for example, A3 template. Okay, so we have it here below. You have to be careful because once we put the title block on the sheet set or on the plan set, it will be applied to all elements below. So therefore we have to create it on the sheet itself in order to be able to update the attributes, the names, because otherwise all the text that we change, either manually or automatically through the paper plans functions, will be the same for all below. So therefore if we open a new sheet view, at the moment we have nothing there, but we will use a simple function. So we choose everything from the 2D view and use on the drafting, go to copy to sheet. We copy everything, to this one. So everything is here. Now we have it all here, but we have to do a couple of things before. So first, if you have a look at the coordinates, we see that the lower left coordinate is very far away, so we have to put it everything on the 0, 0 first. So we have to move this corner to the 0, 0, 0, semicolon 0. So zoom extension. So we are now, if you have a look here, we are now here on the 0, 0. Okay, the next step is to check this. You see here now this dimension is in millimeters, so we have to put it back to millimeters. So as you see here, we have to divide or scale it by 0.001, so 1000. So we go to scale, we pick this corner, and the scale is 0.001. If we apply this, obviously the dimensions will be strange right now because of this scale, so we can remove them. And if we put some dimension now, so we will see that we have now 402 and 265. Okay, so this could be our templates already. We could also assign some paper plans attributes. This is something that you can see in another video, how to assign each attribute to each element. But we are going to look here, to check here is how to create our own template and use it on further projects. So once we are done with this is what it's interesting for us, this here. So we can select everything and say export, and we export under construction VCL project link exporter, and we export it to, for example, this one. So let's put it there and say A3 template test and export. So it already exists, and now if we open a project where we are working on, once we are done, or at the beginning, or you can add all the sheet sets and all the sheets and template sheets, etc., on your template file when you start a new project. But otherwise, we see here we have some plan sets, but I can remove them. So we have nothing now, and we go to here and say templates. So we see it here, the one we have just created. We just drag and drop it, and now we have here under plan sets a new plan set, a new sheet set, and our sheet view, our sheet. So if we open a sheet view, it happens sometimes that you don't see anything, although you do a zoom extension. But the thing is that we are using a filter 01. So we put my filter, we see everything. So once we have this, we could simply use either manually or using the paper plans functions to create some Dynaviews. So for example, if we use our paper plan, so we keep everything as it is, so drawing name, drawing number, title, floor plan, okay, and we just simply say we want to use this template sheet. If we want to add it to a new sheet, but we create a new one, and also a new plan set, new one, sheet set. So we pick the frame, we choose the layer where we want to create the Dynaview, the scale, we want to insert it somewhere there, and we could say create single plan. So you will see here we will create a new plan set, a new sheet set, and a plan called floor plan. So if we open this, we have this like this, and we could simply go to print plan set, new one PS. So we print this one to PDF. So we just put it somewhere here on the desktop. This plan set, okay. So we have the plan, the paper plan as we want it. Obviously we can change the colors and the filter, etc., but you see how easy it is. Well, and I forgot to tell you how to add some images here. So on your standard layout. So for the sheet, for the template sheet. So in my case, I had here an image. So we can go to drafting, insert image. So we go to the place where this is. So we move to here, and in my case it's this one. I don't know the scale, I just put 1 and I just add it here. It's too big obviously, but we can close everything and simply reduce the scale to fit the area where we want to put the logo. Once we export it to VCL, so this will be available for all sheets that we create.